Sorry, I haven't done a lot of videos lately, but hey, I'm back, so let's get to it. I want to talk about this thing right here. This is a PlayStation Vita. And, as a Asian boy in America, I have a lot of video game systems. Like, probably too many video game systems, but, that's how I roll, I guess. But this has become, like, my favorite video game system. And, well, let me talk about it. It came out in, like, 2012. And, this thing's great. I mean, it plays video games like PlayStation 3 graphics, kind of, it plays... And what's really cool about it is that you could go physical, like you could buy games in a cartridge form, but also you could go like completely digital. And what's nice about that is, well, okay, first of all, I bought this thing this year, 2017. And like, you might be wondering, why would I buy this thing? This thing's like a dying system. But I always wanted one, but it was kind of expensive, and right now it's pretty cheap. I got it for about $100. I got a whole bunch of games for it, so it's like this is a good deal for me. It became my favorite system because I could play it anywhere, and it has games that I enjoy. Like I legitimately enjoy these games. Now I don't really like Nintendo games. Just personally, I think it's a little bit like too kiddie or whatever, or like I like Sony games for whatever reason. There's like, it has a lot of technology in this thing, and this thing came out in 2012, so like, your cell phone's probably more powerful than this thing, but I mean, there's a lot of technology packed into this thing. There's like a back touchpad, there's a face touchpad, there's cameras, there's gyroscopes, I don't fucking care. But the main thing, it has two of these analog nubbin things, and that's what I want in a video game system, buttons and analog sticks. So, why is this on shit I think about? Well, first off, it became my favorite video game system, but I didn't understand why I was playing it so much. So this last May, there was a May Day parade and stuff like that, and I was listening to really old, like, Depression era speeches about working for being an 8-hour workday, and it was a very poignant speech. But within it, he talks. The guy's talking about labor laws or whatever. Is that they wanted 8-hour workdays, so it's 8 hours to work, right? 8 hours to sleep, and 8 hours to do whatever you want. And that got me thinking, because I never seem to get 8 hours to do what I want. Because I work so much, but then like there's an hour of drive time and an hour of like eating and an hour of taking a shit, and like that eats into my free time. On top of that, like I don't even sleep 8 hours. Like it's fucking so hard to just get like a good 8 hours of sleep. So like the time in which I could do whatever I want, right? Well, this kind of alleviates, because I like playing video games, but there's oftentimes I'm not home to play on my TV, so like having this thing around, like, oh, I get to play the games that I want to play whenever I want to play them. Like it's simple. It's portable gaming has gone in the news too, because like Nintendo Switch came out, and I'm not into Nintendo, so that's why I bought one of these guys. I could play this thing on the toilet. I could play this thing waiting in a laundry, and it's a real game. It's not like a game that you play on your phone, which might, touch screen stuff. It's kind of like on the basis of like not very difficult, and like it's just not fun for me. And I like this thing because there's buttons. I could play fighting games on it. I could play RPGs on it, and it has become one of the things that I bring with me, even if I'm not going to use it, just because I like the option of being able to play a video game whenever I want. And I know there's, Game Boys and stuff like that that has been around for ages, but this is finally a system that I could play games I want with graphics that I absolutely like. So, like, the PS Vita, is it dead? Probably. But is it something I think about? Yeah, this is shit I think about.